In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can ace your video interviews and make sure that you are hired. Hey everybody, welcome to Judee Rallos TV, the place to be where we talk about business, productivity, and going after the life that you aspire. I'm your host, Judee Rallos, the CEO of Virtualastic, which is an outsourcing company for virtual assistants in the Philippines. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get the latest content and freebies. We are found in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. All right, so today we have a very important topic, and it's actually something that I've always wanted to talk about, and it's actually how you can make sure that you're hired when you're doing a video interview. So I am actually very experienced with this because remember that I have an outsourcing company. We hire virtual assistants, and I have actually screened so many video interviews in the past 10 years. And I really know how clients will actually hire people off of their interviews. And in fact, that is also how I hire my people as well. So you're practically getting this advice from the decision maker herself, okay? So I have actually screened like probably thousands of people, and I'm gonna show you how you make sure that you're gonna be hired, okay? All right, so let's dive in. Number one, do not ever be late. In fact, be 30 minutes early. Now, why is it? Let's say, for instance, if you're just gonna jump in time for the Zoom call perhaps, or like the Skype interview, there's a tendency that you'll have to you're not in that state of mind that you're ready, okay? And most of all, if you're late, oh my God, that is such a turnoff. I mean, obviously, when you're doing a video interview, you're just doing it at home. So it actually speaks volumes if you cannot even be on time in your own home, okay? And as an employer, time is of the essence. Time is very important. And it is definitely a turnoff to get the idea that this potential applicant is a latecomer. And that's really a huge thing for me. I mean, personally, and it really is true. Like whenever I forget, like let's say for instance, I interview somebody who's super charming and then they were late and I end up like hiring them. A lot of times they're actually latecomers in their, in the actual work that they're going to be doing. And for me, time is money. Time is a lot of productivity. And somebody who is late is not going to be an asset to my business. And mind you, clients, especially people from Western countries, they also really value this. And you bet that they're going to judge you if you are late. Okay? Do not be late. Next is number two, prepare your software and hardware in advance. So I really, really hate this when people send me a message saying, Miss, I'm still trying to log into Zoom, or I'm still trying to boot up the internet. And let's say for instance, we agreed to meet at 10 a.m. It's already 10 a.m. and you're still booting up your internet, or power cycling your router, or booting up your computer. I mean, you had all the time before 10 a.m. to do that, and it shows that you're not that prepared, you're not that professional, you don't have your life together, it speaks volumes, guys. Please do not be unprepared, okay? This is a non-negotiable. Next is number 3. Remember that first impressions last, okay? And how can you make sure that you have a great first impression? Number 1, first of all, okay, please make sure that you take a shower. I cannot count how many times I have seen people who come into an interview looking very, I don't know, dirty, oily, not very put together. And remember that this can potentially change your life, you know, change your career. And you're not gonna shower. I mean, obviously, if it's an office interview, you're gonna make sure that you shower and smell good, right? It's also the same with a video interview. You have to make sure that you're not like, you know, very oily and very like dirty looking. You have to have the proper outfit. I cannot count how many times I have actually noted down and marked down people who are wearing like their house clothes, like let's say their pajamas on a video interview. For me, it's quite disrespectful, because do you think that this is not a legitimate company that you're talking to, or like this is not a legitimate business, and you feel like you can just come here and wear your sleepwear? Okay, make sure that your makeup is on point and your hair is in place. So no bed hair, okay? Put your, like, comb your hair. Just comb your hair, okay? Especially, like, I mean, this goes for men and women. And if you're a woman, please make sure to put on makeup, okay? For men, if you don't mind, please, I'm just gonna say this. Like, too much of facial hair is quite a turnoff. It looks kind of dirty, but if it's your fashion statement, make sure to like do some manscaping. Make sure that it's at least it doesn't look like, you know, it must look beard hot and not like smelly beard effect. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know where that was from, but I can tell that I'm just gonna tell you this. I have interviewed so many people, and these are my honest observations, okay? Number 4 is make sure that your background looks clean. Okay, so I have actually seen so many people that really shock me when they like turn on their video on Zoom or Skype. Oh my God, I see that their house is such a mess. Or like I can see like dishes piling up at the back, or like laundry, like dirty stuff at the background. Or like there was this one time that I saw this somebody I interviewed who had like a clothesline at the back and had like panties and like underwear, and it was a turnoff. I actually didn't hire that person because, well, she wasn't that impressive as well. But I can say that the dirty background really did not do him any favors. It was such a turnoff. And you know, I just have an expert tip. If all else fails, let's say you don't have a great house, if you already know in advance that you have an interview, make sure that you prepare the spot that you're gonna have an interview in. Like try to make sure that your angle looks good, make sure that you have a good background. Or if all else fails, a white background is fine. Just a plain white wall, you know, even without anything here, that's fine. But don't make me look at your laundry or your dirty dishes. I mean, yuck. Okay. Next is research the company of your client and the industry that they are in. So, this is very impressive when you know how to interact with your client and you have done your research. It's a big deal. For me, it's a big deal because I observe that when somebody is prepared, they know how to interact with the client, they know what strengths to highlight, and they can actually even tell the client what they can offer to help the client's position better in that industry. So please make sure not to forget that. Next is, don't read from your resume. So I have also seen so many people when they're interviewing, let's say for example, somebody's gonna ask them, tell me about yourself, and then they're gonna say, hi, my name is Judee and I graduated in the University of San Carlos. No! And it sounds so monotonous. And remember, you don't have to read the resume because your client presumably already has a copy. So make sure that you highlight other things other than your resume. Okay, make sure to show your best parts. Okay? Next is be as chatty as possible. So I've also seen interviews wherein the clients are struggling to interact with the interviewee because, you know, it's very isang tanong, isang sagot, like one-liner answers. Like for example, tell me something about yourself. My name is Judee and I'm 26 years old. And then, you know, and then that's it. And then, oh, okay, so can you expand more about your experience? Oh, I have 10 years experience in customer service. Expand more. Okay, be as chatty as possible. And I know that so many people are concerned, like, are they talking too much? Is it like taking so much of the time of your client? Don't worry about that, because I have really noticed that it's human nature when clients see that you have a lot of things to say, you seem more intelligent than you than who you really are. So they cannot, you know, convey your intelligence by your silence. They can actually convey your intelligence by how you speak, the ideas that you share, or the offers that you can give them for their particular industry. So make sure to highlight those things. Number 8, okay, let your personality shine through. Don't be a robot. So I really hate it when I interview people and they're very like monotonous, very robotic, and it kind of is quite awkward because imagine this, me as the employer, I have to like make sure to make you feel comfortable. It has to be the other way around. You have to make sure that your employer feels good about this interview. You have to be very accommodating, okay? Make them feel at ease and be animated, for God's sakes. I mean, that is so easy. You're very animated to your friends. Be animated to your clients. Just be yourself, okay? Number 9, smile and have fun on the interview. Okay, so this is, for me, very important. I have also been interviewed, and you know, when I have sales calls with customers, I actually have noticed that the moment I realized that I'm good at what I do, that I'm an awesome person, and people love to buy from me because I have a great personality, I really was able to step back and not really worry about if I am able to sell or not. And it's very important when you're trying to sell yourself, right? When you're in an interview, is that you show that you have confidence, you have a fun personality, you are not worried about the prospects, and for some reason, people are very attracted to that. So, you know, whenever I'm talking to clients myself, I really make sure to smile a lot, laugh, really even share jokes, and really show them that, hey, I'm an expert at this business. I am not worried. You can hire me or not. You can hire our company or not. But here I am. And this is how awesome we are. And I am not ashamed to show that. Okay? And of course, you're not going to be conveying that if you are nervous and scared and boring. All right. And lastly, number 10. Before the interview, tell yourself that you are not nervous and worried. I see this a lot. Like when I talk to, people in our company, when they're gonna be interviewed by clients, they would say, Miss, I'm so nervous. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my God. What if I'm not gonna ace this? And I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Shut up, okay? Do not be nervous. Do not be worried because you're just going to be talking to a person, okay? Clients are just humans. They are people. And remember that your energy attracts the people around you. And mind you, worrying leads to desperation. And desperation is freaking creepy. It is not attractive. And thereby, that will make people really turned off from hiring you. So that's for me, the best tip. Because, if for example, it doesn't work out, if the client ends up not hiring you and choosing you, that's not a big problem because maybe you're just not a match. And there's a perfect client who will pick you and there's nothing to really worry about, right? So if you put yourself in that mindset, I guarantee you're gonna be awesome, you're gonna be great, and in fact, you will be hired, all right? Okay, so this was long enough, and thank you so much for watching this video. By the way, if you need more tips, if you need more guidance, and if you need assistance in getting hired, we have a training and we also hire people. Just go to jobs.virtualasting.com to submit your application for a virtual assistant position here. And we also have a great training for aspiring virtual assistants. Go to the playlists and look for Virtual Assistant Training 2020. All right, you have a great day. You take care. Bye.